Hi there, and welcome to this timeless message meant to find you when it does. So let's see what you need to hear right now. Forgiveness and submission. Submit to forgiveness, submit to whatever happened, like allow things, accept things the way that they have been, no longer holding on to the necessity for something to change. And that is a form of forgiveness for yourself, whether you have it for the situation or whoever this relates to. It gives you the choice. It gives you the autonomy over the decision that you make and how you deal with maybe a difficult thing. We have these cards as well. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Daughter of Cups. So the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. This speaks on slow progress, like very slow, but I think it's slow and steady, because I don't know if you can hear, you probably can, but something back there has got a motorized sound going. But what came to mind, the connection that came to mind, is that of a drone in music, like this understanding that you have a note, something, an underlined thing that sometimes is used as an introduction into a space by building it up and by slowly building on top, or dynamically making it louder, for example. And here the Eight of Staffs coming out in reverse, a card that shows fast movement, is here indicating slow progress. So maybe like a drone, like a steadiness that underlies your actions or the life that you're trying to achieve. With the Daughter of Cups here, we have also someone playing an instrument, so maybe music is relevant here as well. The last message had a lot of music stuff happening on there as well, so maybe there's something there. But the Daughter of Cups, the Knight of Cups, has reached an understanding and what they're trying to fulfill in their hearts, desires, and in their soul's mission. Like your heart, your cups, they're the feeling, they're that which you hold very dear to you. And the Knight has not yet mastered the level of emotional fulfillment that he would like to achieve, but he knows where he's heading. And also the Knight in general is a slow progress card, slower, on the slower side, but it is moving. It is just a matter of maybe it taking a bit more time, just like, for example, when water cuts a new path through stone or through terrain. It's a slow process, but over a long period of time you see the vastness that can happen through just allowing things to be in a slow and steady way. Just like water can literally cut through stone by just dripping for a long enough time onto it. Okay, and why did the card come out in reverse? I want to understand. Why did the card come out in reverse, the Daughter? The Justice, the Adal, and the card, yeah, it is still wonky because the card is not feeling either way, wanting to come out this way or this way. It's kind of in between. So what this is telling me is there might be some sort of a justice that's just hanging in the air. Potentially for some of you, maybe there is some sort of a legal thing going on that is just, you've been waiting for progress and it's just been years of you waiting on court dates or something. Not necessarily, this can just be a matter of justice, right? Finding that there was an injustice in some way and it never got rectified. It never got to a place that you actually balanced it out, whether in a positive or in a negative way, I feel like. Maybe it's just there's this feeling of a deflated balloon. There was an expectation that did not get met, okay? Yeah, and there's a need for forgiveness to release yourself in a way. Can we have an elaboration on the forgiveness with the Justice? The Nine of Swords. Everything is coming out in reverse. This is insane. This is really asking you, this message today is really asking you to take a bit of time to be more empathetic with yourself and with your situation. I feel like you've been putting a lot of external pressure on maybe an outcome when the only way for you to get out of the headspace or the feeling that you're in is by you going inside, going within. dealing with it, to not put the power into the situation or this feeling that you have, but to give yourself the power back by dealing with the anxieties and all of these things, the thoughts, there's just so much going on. It's like you can't catch a break from maybe spiraling, but you're not acknowledging it, and it just keeps going and going. And the submission card in the beginning, it's not you're not submitting, is not you giving up, it is going with the necessity of whatever the water needs to go right now, allowing it to go where it has to go, submitting to that. And if the water and if your feelings, if how you are doing is calling you to be if you're feeling really anxious, or you're having a lot of late nights where you're just trying to process things and you're not managing to process it, maybe that is the point where you say, this is how far we go, this is how far we can go. Sometimes you just can't process something, does not compute. Imagine you being a computer system or a computer. Sometimes it just does not compute, does not execute, cannot happen. You can get stuck there, or you can find a different path to do whatever you're trying to do. And potentially it means you just have to give up on whatever outcome you were trying to achieve. Go a different route. And look, we had the justice come out, and now you have judgment come out. And in reverse, an internalized judgment. What are you so scared of? What are you judging about yourself? For example, if there's a situation in your life where you find you didn't have the outcome of justice that you would have liked, and you're finding yourself frustrated or in cycles of distress as you are focused on this, instead of focusing on an outcome that is maybe not meant to be and that is simply not possible for you, maybe you can try and look within and see how you really ask yourself, am I judging myself right now for getting maybe mistreated? Did I do something wrong? Is that really what you are looking at and that you don't want to look at? That ultimately you are judging yourself for that having happened. I think this is I think we're getting to, and we have little boy here. We're getting to a place where we're digging deep. And maybe sometimes it's so deep that you get choked up. And little boy was making a noise because he's been also digging here in the sand. So maybe we've stirred up enough for now and for today. We're going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave you with just a message from this deck again. What can we leave the collective with? If you're ever in need of more, feel free to check out other stuff. And you can find my contact for personal readings if you need them in the description. Reproach. Reproach, try it a different way. As we were saying, it's just a repeated message. You are stuck in certain loops that are calling you to really engage with what is coming up right now. Instead of going around it, trying to slither your way through, embrace it and face it face first, all right? My dear, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful to you. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.